So the narcissist cheated and tortured me for. Um, the person, the woman he cheated with, it was someone he worked with. I didn't know at the time, but I later found out that it was someone that I knew um, and was friends with a relative of mine for years. So he had been talking about this lady at work, but I didn't know it was her. I knew afterwards who this person was. So, but anyway, he'd be talking about her a lot, and I was like, "You talk about her a lot." I said, "You like her?" He was like, "No, we just friends, and um, I didn't say nothing, but the more he talked about her, it was becoming evident that he at least liked the lady. And so he started telling me things that she would, say at work and stuff. I said, "Well, how would she know that if you're not discussing, you know, telling her things about our relationship?" So he really didn't have an explanation, but he was like, "No, we just good friends." So I started asking him questions about her and asked her last name. And then when he told me, I was like, "I know who that is. That's a good friend of my cousin. They've been friends since high school." So, he act like, there was nothing going on. And mind you, he was a Christian. He was um, going to services and stuff all the time. And so um, one time we went to a job functioning and she was there, and I noticed how she looked at me. And because I had spoke to her, but I noticed how she looked at me, and I was like, okay. And I had been noticing she was staring at me a lot the whole time, talking to other people and stuff like that, and looking at me with this certain look. So I asked him while he was there. I said, "Why she keep looking at me like that?" I said, um, "You talk about her a lot. You sure like something going on, because she sure giving me the evil eye or whatever, or it was just weird." So he was like, "No, I don't know why she doing that." So after that, we had ran into her somewhere else, and he spoke to her first, and she was like, "I see you every day. I don't need to speak to you," or whatever, something silly like that. And then she came up like she was going to pass me by, but turned around and came in like up in my face, like, "I know you." And I was like, "Yeah, I know you too." And so that was that. So later, um, it was one day we were out after we had picked the kids up from school, ran some errands and stuff, and he said he was going to watch the football game over his friend's house, one of his good friends' house that they've been friends since they were young. So I was like, um, okay. He said that's later on though. So, but anyway, I really did. He never really set a time. So after we had did what we had to do, he said, "I'm about to run to the liquor store," and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna ride with you." So we go to the liquor store, come back, and a lot of times we would just sit out in the car and talk. This particular day, he tells me when he pulls up in the driveway, "Get out." I said, "I'm not ready to go in the house." And what's crazy is that he didn't say get out. He said something else. He said, get the F out. And I looked at him and I was like, what's wrong with you? He said, I'm fit to go over to watch the game. But mind you, I guess I was so used to him going back and forth, being nice, and then act like this, that it just, I was like, oh, okay, he tripping. So anyway, it reminded me later, and he really hated this movie, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That's exactly the scene what happened to me. And then he reached over to open the door and told me to get the F out. Yep, I got the F out because I knew this was about to be drama. But what I did not know is that he was actually going to be with her. He was actually going to cheat. I also did not know that she lived in back of his mom. So a lot of times that he wouldn't come straight home after work and say he going over his mom's. Didn't realize it then that he was going over there. And he may have stopped by his mom since it was just that close, just to say he was over there. So, but anyway, after that, at this time, I don't know he cheated, but I know now that's what he did. So he stayed out all night long, came back in the morning, act like nothing happened. I mean, literally act like nothing happened. So I asked him what happened. Why did he come home? He said they got drunk. They drunk too much, and he ended up passing out and spending the night over there. Okay, so okay, I'm like that could have happened, but I really didn't believe that. But anyway, so later that day he comes. He comes and asks me. He say, "Let's go to the carnival. Let's get the kids go to carnival." So we did. The next day, not I had said he was Christian. One of the brothers told him that he had to tell me. So I guess he contemplated, tell me, but then he came and said, I got something to tell you. So um, he told me, and that same day he left and went over his mom's house. I never even kicked him out. He went over his mom's house. So um, he's still working with her. They going to lunch together. This is what I find out later. They they was with you know the work couple, the work wife, the work husband, whatever. They was doing that. She was bringing him food and stuff. I had been noticing. I was asking him sometime, where you get this from? And he was like, oh, so and so mom, sent me that, or something, or his mom or somebody, something. Anyway, one day I find a pack of nails, not even open, long nails with designs on them. I don't wear long nails with designs, so I asked him, I said, where this come from? And he was like, I don't know, it's yours. I was like, that is not mine. I don't even wear nails that long. And he was like, I don't know where it come from. Maybe it's my sister's or somebody. So boom, that was my other suspicion. And so um after all that happened, he told me um about the what the brothers told me. Now he didn't tell me the full story. Um but I eventually found out the full story. Now I know I skipped around a little bit before that, but so back on track with that. So she went and told a family member of mine, and that's how my family found out. And everybody was calling me and stuff, talking about, asking me what happened, this, and that. And the whole time he's still working with her, all this, and she goes and tell a family member of mine, because she was upset that he told me, and he only told me because like the Christian brother had told him or convinced him that he needed to tell me because of um the situation. We were married, so anyway, or they may have to take some type of action where he would lose his privilege, of what he was doing in the Christian congregation. So anyway, he went, like I said, he went over his mom's, and and as I said, I never kicked him out. He went over his mom's, and stayed over there, and I guess in between two, him staying over his mom's and she right there, uh, behind him, like not far from, around the corner from his mama. And so she started early on saying some things because, um, like I said, they work together all day, um, and him living over to his mom. So they were getting into it, because she was upset that she even said, "Why did you tell her?" And anyway, so after that, um, she kind of started, um, you know, saying things to me, or whatever, calling me names and stuff like that. Just upset because, she was really trying to steal him, which if I had known what I know now, she could have had him.